Welcome back to Super Mario Maker 2. I have made two more levels. One is a Mario Maker 1 level remade, and thanks to, well, I talked about this in part 20 of Mario Maker 1, it's been very modified. 0.57% clear rate. And Joe, looking at him on Twitch, him completing my level, it was amazing viewing because he was literally probably on his last go before he would have quit, and he couldn't use the frog suit at all, but then he somehow produced a perfect run and did it. So, as I talked about in part 20, watching someone get mad about that level, Swimming Banter, it was my first ever creation in Mario Maker, apart from the sample course made, the 50% clear rate, but this was the first level I ever made really, so it's good nostalgia. 4 years on, and of course there's no rockets firing this time, which was a massive problem before, and instead, to make it harder, I put fireballs in, which was more than hard enough after watching that, guys, so it's good to see. I wanted it just one block across between the letters, but that is just simply impossible to go for unless it pretty much is impossible. No one would complete it in about 5 years. I mean, the frog suit was apparently hard enough. Like, I thought it wasn't actually that hard, but that was me creating it. And it's obviously the frog suit's a little harder to use than I thought it was. See, you have to find the perfect spot to stand, and if you get to past the T, you can probably still make it. But yeah, I don't really know how to punish someone by, if they get hit you lose it. The only way I can do that is making it a clear condition, but then I can't have the checkpoint, so I feel no one would want to do both bits twice. Like, having a checkpoint is preferable, it would seem. Precision. Didn't quite do the precision part, but I did the rest of it well enough. Maybe I should have had it a bit lower, but whatever. Yeah, using the frogs is apparently really hard, but I found it really easy on creating it, so I only died a couple of times there. I had always wondered how to make this different, because as I said in part 20 of Mario Maker, I was thinking, well, I realised that I actually messed this up, but I think I found a good way of making it harder, and using one of the new items. That's the code OS5Y460XF, and it will be in the description of the video as well. New Wii Final Castle, the easiest level I think I've ever made. Well, certainly according to the clear rate anyway. So this is just a bit at the end. The difference between newer DS and newer Wii, newer DS doesn't really have many items. The bit that did have items, I didn't recreate because I ran out of space, but this one I managed to do a little bit better. I did 2 Twitch streams of me starting to make this level, because of the 1 second delay I thought I could still do it. And I didn't keep going with it on Twitch because then me and my parents wanted to play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so the Switch will end up downstairs instead, and plugging it at the back of my computer is tedious and hard enough as it is. So we kept it down here. But still, I've managed to finish this level off. There are way more items. See, there are 2 items in that first run, but if you hit them in a different order, you'd get a fire flower instead. So I give you that option to have 2 different items there if you want. Okay. And the mobs are supposed to reflect the switches out. I tried to give them sound effects, but apparently it didn't work. But it's not worth changing because it's not a really big thing. And those hallways are meant to show off the big one hallway that you have in the newer Wii Final Castle. It's of course not one whole thing, but I'm trying to make it look like that. It still looks the same. Exactly how it would look. It would be a lot wider, but of course I can't make that. The annoying thing is, for me, is that you can't have two towers. Like, the first screen has to be horizontal across, which makes things like this rather annoying. But that could be a minor adjustment you can make. You can have towers, both vertical areas, both sides. And in the original, the first part of the boss was hitting the thing 3 bombs, but of course I can't make that happen. So, and I could have gone without doing that, but yeah, I've never had the acorn suit at this point. This is a perfect example as to why I don't normally have lots of items. I try and make things... The reason my levels are hard is because I don't have items. But I've got the acorn suit right here. It makes things easier. That's the first time I actually got hit in the whole thing. That's a good record. Right. Oh, yeah. When I made it, like, I thought it was absolutely fine because I thought, well, I made it with plenty of time to spare, but there... I'd almost run out of room, so I could have placed the end of the track and the on switch a bit further apart. But when I made it, I thought it was fine. And then when I saw the streamer do it, it obviously wasn't. Pretty cool level, but hard, but nice. Cool. And during that guy's stream, I was actually... I don't normally play the levels that the streamers are playing, but I found some of those levels really fun, so that was cool. 5.88% clear rate, OJ5, C6, JL6G. So, and yeah, that's only the horizontal first screen. I mean, that could be the only reason why I'm not showing the vertical, why it's not vertical for both, because it must go straight across like that. But yeah, lots of boss battles that I have, and art for the swimming ones, because I don't know how to make swimming levels otherwise, if I'm not swimming through things. I have also changed the world map again, but I'm not publishing it, because I'd like people to actually enjoy some of the levels. But this is one that I'm currently working on. That could be a music level that I've just been thinking about for a while. Yoshi's Woolly World. I was thinking of another Yoshi's Woolly World level to remake, but I haven't got stuff with those two yet. And that one is half done. I'm using the P balloon as a boss. It's unrelated to what I think the rest of the level will be, but you know, it could be a lot of fun. But anyway, thank you for watching this episode. We'll see you guys on a future episode. Banter.